Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 250, Diesel Gets the Bronze. While the entire island of Sodor was busy looking for Sailor John, there was one engine in particular that refused to show a wheel. This pirate nonsense is just that. Nonsense. You're wasting your time with this Sailor John fellow. He's smarter than all of you steam engines put together. He outsmarted you once, and he'll do it again. Rubbish, grunted Toby. Keep your bad opinions and oily fumes to yourself. We don't need that kind of talk around here. Diesel chuckled. You're only angry because I'm right. Personally, I'd be more worried about other pressing issues. Like what? Grunted Spencer. Oh, haven't you heard? Diesels are taking over the mainland in droves. It will only be a matter of time before the same happens here. You're lying. Sir Topham Hatt would never let that happen. He only keeps you around for variety's sake. Fine, don't believe me. But when you find yourself in a rusty siding next to your friends, don't be surprised when I visit and say, I told you so. The engines wheeshed loudly as Diesel slithered away. Don't take him seriously, muttered Sam. He only wants to stir up trouble, and that's exactly what'll happen if we listen to his lies. Diesel, meanwhile, was perfectly content to go around the railway and spread bad gossip. Have you heard about Gordon? Poor fellow, really. He slid off the edge of the track over there, and now he's sitting at the bottom of Brendam Harbor. Hey, that was our idea first. Yeah, we should get credit for that. Diesel rolled his eyes. Right, I forgot how stupid you two are. Never mind then. Diesel was excellent at knowing where to be at any given moment to maximize his damage to the railway. What are you doing up here, Diesel? This is the main line. You can't sit here and bask in the sun all day. Oh, I can't? Must have been a rule change I didn't hear about. Ahem, came a voice. Sir Topham Hatt. Oh, I didn't see you there. You can't see anything when you're dozing with your eyes closed, Diesel. I want you off the main line right now. There are a lot of things that need my attention on this railway, and pestering you is not one of them. Go sunbathe somewhere else. Diesel snickered quietly. An order from Sir Topham Hatt to go sit somewhere else? Don't mind if I do. That was all that Diesel needed. He became particularly useless over the next few days. You know, sitting in the sun like that for hours on end is really bad for your paint. You'll end up fading and all of your color will be gone. Diesel chuckled. I haven't had a repaint in years, and I certainly won't go get another one just because you recommended it. Rosie rolled her eyes. I was only trying to be helpful, she muttered. Diesel smiled and soaked up the sun. The light beat all over his body, and he sizzled happily in the baking heat. Even Ari and Bert were jealous. Some days I think I'm particularly lazy, but then I take a look at Diesel and I think, nah, I did some honest work. What was that? Nothing, Diesel, nothing. Keep sunning away over there. But Diesel's laziness soon caught up with him. Day after day, week after week, he refused to move from his spot. At last, one morning, he decided to stretch his wheels. I think I've got cobwebs stuck on my side rods. Maybe it's time to move just for a little bit. Whoa, Diesel, I don't think I've ever seen you in a color other than black. This new look is a bit dull, but I'm sure we'll get used to it. What are you mumbling about? He groaned. Just then, Diesel gasped. He looked all over his body and realized he had faded in the sunlight, just like Rosie predicted. "Told you so," she chuckled. Diesel was appalled. "I look terrible. Oh, I must get myself to the painters as quickly as possible. They'll fix this for me." But Diesel didn't know exactly where to go. "The steam engines always brag about Victor doing a good job. Maybe he'll be able to help me." But Victor could only laugh when he saw Diesel. "Sorry, my friend, but you're at the wrong repair yard. We don't service diesels here. I'm sure Den and Dart have some black paint that they can spare." But Diesel was out of luck when he rolled into the diesel works. "Hey, Diesel, we haven't seen you in a while. Oh, goodness gracious, you're on the verge of becoming a ghost, methinks." The engines laughed, but Diesel was not amused. "I stayed out in the sun too long, and now my paint has faded. Will one of you please fix this? I look ridiculous." Den and Dart tried to get to work, but they couldn't help but chuckle at the situation. "We can't see you all the way back there. Why don't you come a little closer?" No, thanks. I'll keep my distance. If they get a good look at me, I'll never hear the end of it." Just then, there was trouble. "Oh, watch out! That lorry's backing up right into the foundry!" Suddenly, the bucket of iron ore tipped and splashed all over Diesel. "Oh, what was that?" he cried. "I can't see a thing." "Keep your eyes closed, Diesel. You've had a very nasty accident. We'll try to clean you as best we can." But it was too late. The iron quickly solidified, and suddenly Diesel was covered in a brand new color. "Jokes aside, it fits you rather well. Better than that brown look you had earlier." When Diesel opened his eyes, he was very embarrassed. "I can't go out looking like this. I'll be the laughingstock of the railway. I'll just wait here until it's dark, and then I'll go get a washdown." Just then, Sir Topham Hatt pulled in. "Well, Diesel, if that is you underneath that bronze masquerade, I've heard you've been doing much about nothing on my railway for the past few weeks, and I think it's time you pulled a train to earn your keep again." Diesel gasped. "No, sir. Please, sir. I'll do anything not to be seen right now." That's interesting. You were so focused on being seen that you sat in the sun where everyone could see you, and yet now you want to hide. I think you owe it to the rest of the railway to come out and show everyone your true colors." Diesel groaned, but he knew he had no choice. Reluctantly, he pulled into the station to take some trucks away. "Well, well, well, Diesel, you look like you came straight from a summer day at Normanby Beach." "Color me shocked," added Thomas. "I think you've struck gold, or rather bronze, with that new look. Or maybe that's just rust all over you." "Ha, ha, very funny. I'm leaving now, so you can all stop gawking and go back to work." But secretly, Diesel was very embarrassed. He spent the entire night at the washdown and couldn't get the bronze color to come off no matter how many times he ran through. Eventually, he came to the sad realization that he would be looking tinted for the foreseeable future. "Cheer up," said Gordon. "You're a lazy engine regardless of what color you're painted. But at least this makes you look like you have a personality. You should try one on for a change, and maybe you become a little less insufferable." And Gordon puffed away. Diesel didn't even bother thinking of a clever comeback. He had gotten what he had deserved, and more. That was for sure.